Hi, everybody. This is your announcement for Philosophy 201. Today is March. Today is March 11th. It's Monday, as you can tell, and we are continuing on, and I'm continuing to get caught up with grading the work that you've done. I last night I graded your Plato discussion, okay, and a few notes. Interesting reading. Your thoughts on that? You remember doing that discussion on Plato's allegory of the cave? Um, yeah, I think I was really interested in the differing interpretations that you had on the form of the good and what that was to you. So, for some people it was a god or a deity. For other people it was knowledge. Um, and I thought that was just really interesting to hear that. And like one note, a few people, I don't know if it was maybe just the reading of the text, but in that text, the sun is actually like the next to highest level in Socrates' kind of hierarchy of knowledge and existence. So the higher level is the intelligible world. Okay, and this is where it gets kind of weird for us because we're very much a society that relies on science, right? And Plato, when Plato wrote these words, the words of Socrates, this was before the scientific method, before scientific research. So this was how they saw their world. This is how they saw the universe. They didn't have telescopes. They didn't have, many of the things that we take for granted in terms of measuring and investigating the natural world. So to Socrates and Plato, the intelligible world was this higher level of knowledge and truth. And that was where the form of the good kind of was. And that was the goal of, that the ideal life is to seek that level of existence, of truth and knowledge. So, anyway, I just wanted to mention that. Okay, so I'll continue getting that work done and grading your work. Meanwhile, we move on to Module 3.1 or Module 3, which is on knowledge and truth. And we're specifically in Module 3.1, which asks the question, how do we know what we know? Okay, so this module is all about, like I said, knowledge and truth. And the, sort of the technical philosophical term for this is epistemology. I'll say it again, epistemology. Okay, so that's what we're investigating here. So this module, 3.1, you will be reading a couple of different authors. But before you do that, go to the page, the overview and objectives, and make sure you read my commentary, okay? Because I give you some notes about the readings that you're going to be doing. And there's also a little video which is titled, What is Epistemology? And you have to watch that video in order to complete the self-check quiz, okay? Because the self-check quiz is about epistemology. All right, so the self-check quiz, oh gosh, I don't know when it's due. It's due the day that quizzes are usually due during our class. I'm sorry, I have 5 classes. I have trouble keeping track of when everything is due. Let me see, let me look at it for you. Anyway, continuing on. The reading that you're going to do is by 2 authors, one Western and one non-Western. Okay, so here is the due date, the self-check, April 3rd. No, that's wrong. God, it's March 13th. Okay, Wednesday. I'm sorry. Like I said, it is Monday. All right, so going back to the readings. The Western reading you'll be completing is by Descartes, Rene Descartes. He wrote in, I want to say, the 14th century. I might be off by a couple hundred years. But anyway, in it, he's talking about knowledge and how do we know what is true. And so he goes through this experiment, and it's very intentional. Okay, so don't think this guy's going crazy. It's a very intentional project that he does, called a thought experiment, where he attempts to find out what is truth, or what does he know that's truth, and how does he know that something is true. Okay, and then the second reading you're doing is by a person named Benali, who is a Navajo um, uh, philosopher, and so this is a very non-Western point of view about knowledge. Okay, so I hope you enjoy those. There's discussions on each of those authors due on Friday, March 15th. And what else is there? And then I guess that's it for now. I mean, that's what we're doing for this week. I apologize if I seem a little loopy, but like I said, it's Monday, and next Sunday I'm going to be doing the Bataan Memorial March. I don't know if you're familiar with this event. It happens every year at the White Sands Missile Range, and it's done to honor the survivors of the Bataan Death March, which took place during World War II. So I won't be doing the whole thing, which is 26.2 miles. I will be doing the half, which is 14.1 miles. So I'm really excited about that. I've been training for it, and yesterday I walked 12 miles. And so I think this is why my brain isn't quite as sharp as I would like it to be. So anyway, thanks for your patience. And if you have any questions or anything you need to talk with me about, please stay in touch, okay, and contact me. Communication is really key to success here, and especially these online classes. All right? Okay, so that's it. I hope you have a good week. Stay dry. We're supposed to have stormy weather this week. And I will see you again next week.